Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today I am going to invite you all to come and join my team because I believe we have 5 new spaces available in the Grand Cat NXT. That is due to a couple of players having already made their way up to Soul World Order, the home of the Grand Cat, from the Grand Cat NXT. That they have done well enough that they have managed to get themselves up, and of course that opens up more spaces for you guys to come along and join in. Now, some of those 5 spaces have already been taken up. There are people already on the Discord server with them waiting to join rank, but if you want to join them, if you want to be part of a very special, very powerful team that gets all of the rewards, as you can see here, Soul World Order got 311 shards, and I believe that Grand Cat NXT also got 3 cards from Team Ring Domination as well. Now, bear in mind that there is a new tier coming at some point. We don't know exactly when, but it will be coming at some point. I suspect it'll probably happen after the Flash event. Some people think that the WrestleMania 41 tier is going to last a little bit longer. We shall see. But if you want to get those brand new rewards when those come out, then joining my team is the way to do it. Don't worry if you're not top tier. Don't worry if you're not at WrestleMania 41 yet, because we will get you those specialized cards that will help you level your way up. You'll skyrocket your way straight to the top, so long as you can follow the requirements that are in the team. And largely all that comes down to is Team Battlegrounds. All you need to do is fully charge your team, and then when it comes time for attacking, you wait until you're told who to attack. We will tell you on Discord server, and then you make sure you win those 15 games. If you're about to lose a game, make sure that you close the game first, and then go back in so that it doesn't register the loss. That's how you do it. So if that's what you are after, if you're after the brand new cards from the tier that comes after WrestleMania 41, then make sure that you come along and join my team as quickly as possible so that you can get all the rewards as quickly as possible as well. Let's see what else we have in here today. We have our fusion chamber. We've got a few fusions ready. So let's go ahead and see what we have. First one is Axe. Is that not the one we already had? I'm almost certain that it was. Yeah, if we'd kept him there, that would have been a pro. We didn't really need the pro of him. But let's get our WrestleMania 41 fusion. This one is a bit more interesting. We're hoping for a Nijax. Oh well, a Ray Phoenix. That's an F2 Ray Phoenix. The reason I was hoping for a Nia Jax is because she is a Ray Arrow, and I need a decent female Ray Arrow in order to complete campaign mode. And let's go ahead and gain our promo, which we got a dual Eddie Thorpe. That is a brand new card, and we are just one shy of being able to start another fusion, so we'll have to wait for that one. Let's check out the Performance Center. Our Chad Gable is done, so we'll see how powerful he becomes, and let's go ahead and fortify our Ray Phoenix fusion into a fortified 2, or at least he will be fortified 2 once he gets trained up. We also have the Pro Cora Jade ready to go. We just need to level this one up, get her 100 matches, and then we'll get to see that. Let's go into males in general, and let's see whereabouts our Chad Gable is. So our Chad Gable has literally just surpassed Randy Orton, but is just a tiny bit weaker than our fortified 1 Ray Phoenix fusion. However, he is stronger than the PLE Backlash Dominic Mysterio, and there we are. Now it's this CM Punk. I'm going to detach this a second. So he has 50,000 power. Our Aleister Black has 52,000 and is also a down arrow. So we are going to give that burger to Aleister Black instead. Now, the reason we're doing that is because we need 2 decent up arrows and 2 decent down arrows for the final campaign mode. Then we need something to pair with our Becky Lynch for the left and right arrows, which is why I'm hoping for the Nia Jax. But the Cora Jade could also help out significantly. And we, of course, are just waiting for the momentum slots, which we now have. Ah, well, seems like we might be closer to finishing campaign than I initially thought. Very, very excited indeed. Now let's go over to the Superstore. We have a free pack in here. It's going to give you 5 rarity draft picks and a 5% chance of pulling a Rusev. Now let's see if we can pull anything cool from the 5 rarity draft picks here. Oh, we've got what one? Got a WrestleMania 41 card, and it is Mark Coffey. Not the best one to ever have, but it is a WrestleMania 41 regardless. And a Valor's Zelina Vega, which I don't think helps us, although it might. Let's go ahead and clear some of these. Okay, I'm going to leave the Valor's Zelina Vega just now. Unfortunately, I don't think we need the Mark Coffey. He is brand new, but our down arrows are fairly strong, so I don't think we need him. Let's go ahead and get rid of the rest of these cards, though. And let's just go and check our supports. So we do have a WrestleMania 41's Zelina Vega. But if we could get a Pro Valor, it still wouldn't be as good. Because a Pro Valor Maxine Dupree is still weaker than a WrestleMania 41. Interesting. In fact, there's the other, there's WrestleMania 41 Maxine Dupree in comparison to the Valor one, if you wanted to see the difference. So I don't think we need that Valor card after all. Okay, what else do we have? We also have the... Well, we've got the bunches of punches. Oh, we found all the rare rewards. You can move to the next board at any time. Then we will. Let's go ahead, move on to the next board. Congratulations, our board is upgraded from 1 to 2. And let's go for this one. 150 credits, that is pretty good. Although we won't be paying 350 credits, get another 2. Just 1 is fine. Let's go ahead and do Hype Train. So the objective here is try and get 18 or 19. That is the math that we need to do. So an 8 is an irritating one. 8 plus 5 is 13. Then we could use a 6. Actually, that is perfect, I believe. Unless my math is off. We will take that one. Now we don't need to look at that top row ever again. An 8, 7, and 6, that is much, much harder. Okay, if we put the 8 and the 6 together, we need a 5. If we don't get a 5, then that will be overhyped. However, if we put the 6 and the 7 together, we can get another 6, and that would be fine. It just means that the 8 would be relying on a 6 or a 5. So that's what we're going to do. So we're hoping to get a 665 from here. Not as good. We can get the hype 2 on this one, but unfortunately if we put a 7 in here, it will be overhyped. So we're going to just take a hype 4, because we cannot get to hype 6 from this. So we'll put that one in there, and then if we want to spend 350 credits, we could make it hype 5, but we're not going to. We're just going to allow that one to be overhyped. We're going to claim our reward and go ahead and claim on 4 out of 6 and see what we get. Get it back, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Tonga Loa, Finn Balor, Naomi, Roman Reigns, Nia Jax, and Butch Whacker Butch. My goodness, I butchered a whole bunch of those names, you might have noticed. And nothing else of particular interest there. So, once again, I think that is going to be it for this little video. I am going to put a little bit of effort and see if it looks like we could potentially finish campaign by the end of the night. So there might be a live stream going up a little bit later on. And if there is, we might be completing campaign mode and getting that EO Sky after all And there was a little while there that I was beginning to think that we might not even get the Eos guy in the end. But as you can see, if we take a quick look in campaign, we only have one match left to go. We have 3-starred everything else. And we know that we can win the male matches. Yeah, this is supposed to be... Actually, I'm going to swap this one over. We're going to swap this one into Roman Reigns, and we're going to swap this one into Sheamus. And everyone else's power is through the roof. And even with Roman Reigns, we don't actually need to rely on this. We can actually just swap this out for the Ulafala, and that will just win that. And then it's just a case of getting the charisma on the Becky Lynch and, of course, Stephanie Vaquer. Now, the problem is that the Becky Lynch needs to have the WrestleMania t-shirt on. We do have a left arrow that has even more charisma, which is Zelina Vega, but of course, because she didn't participate in WrestleMania, we can't get the added 10,000 bonus from the t-shirt there. So that's why we need to use the Becky Lynch. And unfortunately, if we use Zelina Vega with Becky Lynch, because the two arrows are both left arrow and we can't change it, then because of course we need to be using charisma, not supports, what's it called? Charisma equipment, means we can't use an arrow changer as well, because you can't equip two equipments. So that is where we've been stuck, is we can't win this part here. And of course you need to use the super move on the final match, because the final match you are against both Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, and their stats are insane. It's like just over 300,000 when the two of those combine. So in order to beat that, you do need to use a super move, which means that you do need to legitimately win the charisma match by yourself. So we might be able to do that. What I'm going to do is I am going to pro up the Cora Jades. I'm going to put the best equipment we can on Cora Jade as well. And we're going to put momentum on them. And we're going to see if we can win this EO Sky, which 804 people have already managed to do, and big congratulations to them. But I think we might be able to be in the top 1,000 of getting that. And of course, there's only 7 days and 6 hours left to get this EO Sky. Of course, it was extended by 7 days, so I'm going to try and do it within the next 6 hours to see if we could have legitimately done it without needing that additional 7 days. And with that said, folks, that is going to be it for this little video, and I really hope you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.